deliver you up to be afflicted and should kill you, and ye should be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then should many be offended and should betray one another and should hate one another. So it says, and many false prophets shall rise and should deceive many, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But just like it said in Matthew 10, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So they're going to be delivering us up. The love of many is going to wax cold. They're going to be hating, killing, brother against brother, mother against mother. Here, let me see if I find a precept for that. Even in your own household. Oh man, I think it might be here. Let me see. Nah, let's just try this one. That might be Micah. I'm not sure. Right? Because all hell gonna be breaking loose, and it's gonna be that time. It tells you about this in 2nd Ezra chapter 15, 2nd Ezra chapter 16. But remember, it says, those that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Meaning you have to endure to the end, man. How do you endure to the end? The brightest star everybody could see. That's where everybody's going, so you put a target on your back. You got to be the gray man. You got to be meek. You got to lay low. You can't be out there, you out there front lines scavenging to try to get some food. Remember, you got to have faith in the Lord. The Lord's going to feed you the same way he feeds. It speaks about that in the book of Matthew too. I got to find the precept. It might be like Matthew 19. It may be something like that. I got to find it. I'll find it. But it says, don't worry about your clothes and don't worry about your food. Just have faith. The Lord's going to feed you the same way he does the birds. You got to lay low, and you got to have faith and believe that the Lord's going to take care of you. Here, let me find this real quick. This is going to be happening too. This is another precept. Micah 7 verse 6. It says, for the son dishonoreth the father, and the daughter rises up against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the man's of his house. I'll read it again. It says, for the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter rises up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the man of his own house. And these are the times that we're coming in. It's going to be like that, where even the people in your own house are going to be delivering you up. When there's famines, when there's blackouts, lack of food, people are dying, there's war in the streets. Another precept, I got another precept off the top of my head for that. If I can get to it. Luke chapter 12, verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, but rather division. So who's causing this? Well, it's the Lord that's causing it. The Lord's coming back for division. Really, he's dividing the wicked from the righteous. Just like he said in Matthew 25, he's dividing the sheep from the goat. That's amongst Israel. And even from the nations, he's dividing Israel from the nations. That's why Isaiah 14 says he would choose Israel and Jacob and put them in their own land. So the Lord's coming back for division amongst all levels. He ain't coming back to play no games, man. All these games that y'all out here playing and shit, the Lord not coming back to play no games. Y'all better get serious. Y'all better get humble. Y'all better get meek. Y'all better put y'all heads in these books and just study and go out there and teach and keep your mouth closed, man. Because a brother could sin and you can get on him, and that could cause you to sin by you just trying to get on him a certain type of way. And you could sin and be judged and punished. That's why I don't do that, because in all matters of things that I do, I always try my best. I'm not perfect, but I always try my best to remember one thing. It don't matter if I'm walking down the street. It don't matter if I'm taking the wife out. It don't matter if I'm talking to a brother. I always try to remember this one thing. Remember, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I mess up. But always remember this one thing. Fear the Lord in everything you do. Before you say something, before you go jump down a brother's throat that the Lord brung into this truth, the Lord gave this truth, and he probably went off. Before you go jump down his back, remember it, fear in the Lord. Think of the Lord first. Say, there's a certain way I got to handle this. know. But a lot of men, they not meek, they not humble, they not the great man, so they exalt themselves. They become a leader of a camp, and then they feel like they could just do whatever they want, say whatever they want, do whatever, because they the leader of the camp, and they need to humble themselves. And if you tell them to, because you're not in the position that they're in, they're the leader, they can't take it coming from you, even though you're telling them the truth, because they done exalted themselves. They want their reward right now, man. Verse 52, it says, from henceforth there should be 5 in the house, divided, 3 against 2, 2 against 3, father divided against the son, see, the son against the father, the mother against the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, right? So it's just going to be all division, and the Lord is the one that's coming back to bring this division. Another quick precept to back up what I was saying. If I can get to it. Oh, man. Right there. Ecclesiasticus Classic 12 verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So this is the whole duty of man. Fearing God and keeping his commandments. If you fear the Lord, then you're going to keep his commandments. You show that you fear the Lord by keeping his commandments. So it goes hand to hand, you know. Works in faith. James chapter 2, works in faith go hand to hand, man. You got to fear the Lord, man. You can't just jump out there and think now you the top dude and you talking about what the Lord is going to do and what the... Look, if a brother go off and you talking about the Lord is going to destroy you and do that, the Lord could do that to you too, because you guilty too. Because you're not perfect, you're in sin too. So, me personally, I never get off and get to talking about what the Lord is going to do to a person. First of all, because I'm praying that the Lord has mercy on you, even if you're in sin, because I'm praying that the Lord has mercy on me, because we're all in sin. So, if I'm praying for the Lord to have mercy for me, just because you're in sin, and you might be in sin in a different way, I'm still praying that the Lord has mercy on you. I'm going to pray that the Lord destroy you, especially if you're a brother in this truth and you did works and you trying to get it right. I'm not praying the Lord going to destroy you. The Lord going to cut your head off. No, I'm praying, look, may the Lord have mercy on you and change the way that you see things over time. That's what I'm praying. So, but that's because I got fear in the Lord. A lot of you brothers ain't got fear in the Lord. They get to talking like they the Lord. You don't know what the Lord could do. And whatever you say the Lord could do to me, he could do it to you too, because you're guilty of sin. And then that's when they become hypocrites. And this is what the Gospels are about. This is what Yahushua was teaching. This is what he was saying. This is what he was talking about, man. But these dudes get exalted and get big heads so much that they forget these things. You got to be meek and humble, man. Now, back in here. Matthew 16, verse 25. This is another thing. For whoever shall save his life shall lose it. Whoever shall lose his life for my sake shall find it. And that's the temptation. You know, especially with the mark of the beast, which is the microchip. You're going to want to try to save your life. You know, so you can eat a little bit longer. You can live a little bit more comfortable when all hell break loose. But you're going to end up losing it. Revelations 14:9 tells you what's going to happen. You're going to be tormented in front of the Lord with fire and brimstone, those that took the mark of the beast. You know, but if you should be willing to lose your life, then you should find it with the Lord. The Lord going to save you if you're an Israelite. But the problem is when you exalt yourself and you're prideful and you're boastful and you want to get in these top positions, that's just going to be more temptation, man. Because you're going to want to keep that power. That's more temptation. That's why I don't have a problem doing camp the way I do it. It's less temptation, you know. There's pros and cons to it. The brotherhood is a very good thing. You got a person there with you, remember things. When you down, they lift you back up, vice versa. There's pros, but there's cons to it too. And there's pros and cons to just, you know, you learn from the elders, you learn from brothers, you know, but you put the Lord first, you know. Because when that time coming, that temptation hits you, when you ain't got a brother, you ain't got 10 brothers at camp to hold your hand and be there with you, and you find yourself alone, it's gonna be even, you're gonna be even more tempted. I find myself alone, I've been doing it. I've been doing it. You know? So you're gonna be even more tempted, and you're gonna be tested single-handedly. You know, we all must work out our salvation with the Lord individually. You know? Very important. To keep going in that one, 27. Jump to verse 27. For the Son of Man should come in the glory of his Father with angels, and then he should reward every man according to his works. Every man individually. It don't say he's gonna reward every group, every camp. It says every man. So you still got to work that out yourself. And it speaks about how he's coming back in Matthew chapter 24, the last, you know, couple verses. Here's Matthew 19, verse 29. Going back into you should lose your life, you should find it, right? Verse 29. And everyone that has forsaken houses and brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake should receive 100-fold and should inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last. See, the guys that boast themselves, that want to get to be first, they're going to be last. It says, and last should be first. Also divine your of what soever is right I would give you. And they went their way. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I skipped over. I'm sorry. But it says that many that should be first should be last, and last should be first. So you got to be meek. You got to be humble. You got to be that great man. Because the Lord's going to exalt you. That's the glory of the Lord, being to exalt you and make you first, who was last. Oh, damn, I got another precept. Let me find it. Ecclesiasticus. Skip right over it. Oh, nope, I'm sorry, that's not that. Let's pick up Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus. I did say it, but I was looking at Ecclesiasticus. 26. No, that can't be right. No, that's just a precept that I wanted to say that was going to be beautiful. So I'm going to end it there off that. And I'm just going to say, you know, you got to be meek and humble, man. You know, we went through the scriptures, broke it down, gave some personal accounts. That's what it comes back to. It's tough, man. It's tough because your spirit, just like with my spirit, I'll tell you right now personally, you know, here at Heart, so I can tell you this personally. It's tough because you want to go join a camp, because why do you want to do that? If you're doing it right now on your own, by yourself, then why do you want to join a camp? Well, if you be honest with yourself, it's because you want to exalt, you want to raise, you want to go somewhere, you want to raise up in the ranks, you want to get in different leadership positions and stuff like that. And that's what makes it hard. That's the temptation. You want to go do that, but that could lead you to your demise. You know, any brother, I think that's Mark chapter 8, could do exactly, here, let me see if I can find it. Do exactly what I'm doing. Go out there, man, and just work for the Lord. All these people down here know me. I was on the front street, but it would be too loud. You can't hear me. It's a whole bunch of noise. It's horrible to watch the video and get edified, so I came to this side. But all the poor, they know me. They all see me. I done run stuff down here, get given to them. You know, these people, the Edomites, they be right here at the Lincoln Museum. They all see me all the time down here. I'm doing the work of the Lord. I'm showing, I'm being a light. You know, I'm reading the Bible. Brothers come, they listen, they keep going. I'm doing the work of the Lord. So why do I need to try to go get in a position to exalt myself? That's not for this time. Just be me. Remember, you endure to the end. I'm gonna break down this perfect example. This is funny too. So I went to play paintball, right? Paintball, the paintball guns. You know, we had team. It was 10 people against 10 people, right? And I won the whole game, and I'm gonna tell you how. It was the guy's birthday before I got in the truth, you know. He had the big gun. He had the Tony Montana paintball gun. We all had the little ones. When they said go, everybody started running and shooting and do, and people getting taken out, right? And the guy with the big one, you could hear his, because it was the biggest one. You could hear it, so you knew where he was at. Because every time he let it off, it'd do. You see what I'm saying? If you got ears to hear, you gotta fly low, be meek. Now, he got taken out quickly, but you know what I did? I went and hid. I hid in the forest, and I let the game play out. When I didn't hear no more do, and the sounds was low, they thought they won the game, but the officials never officially stopped the game because they knew I was still out there. Then after the dust cleared, I came out, and it was 2 guys left. They didn't even know I was still there playing. They thought it was over with, and I took them both out. Not made up, 100% the truth. That literally happened. I got pictures to show that I was out there on the battlefield. And I took them out, and I won the game. Came up right behind them and aired them out and won the game for my team with 1 person being left. That's an example of flying low. And the goal is to endure to the end. You got to endure to the end, man. If you get in the top position, I remember when I first started working in warehouses, they said work at a pace that you're going to be able to keep up a long time. I always stuck at me. Because when I first started working, this is my first job, I'm getting in there, I'm busting my ass, I'm working super fast. An elder had to slow me down and be like, look, young blood, I know you anxious, but work at a pace that you're going to be able to do it for your whole career. And that stuck with me. Don't work too slow, but don't be lukewarm either. But be meek, be humble, fly low, man. But still be on fire, still do the work, still keep the man and still teach them. You know, and every brother has this option if I can find it. I think it's Mark chapter 9. I'll leave off of this. Yeah, verse 38, Mark 9:38. And John answered him, saying, Master, we saw one casting out devils in thy name, and he followed us not. So he ain't following the 12. It says, for we forbid him because he followeth not. So they try to get on him because he ain't part of their camp. It says, then Yahushua said, forbid him not. Yahushua said, forbid him not. For there is no man which should do a miracle in my name that could lightly speak evil of me. I can't be out here saying, giving all praise to Yahushua and doing evil in his name. It wouldn't happen. You got to understand that. You have to have fear in the Lord to actually believe that. So forbid him not. For he that is not against us is on our part. So really, yeah, you might not officially be a part of the camp, but the goal is to be a part of the elect. So with that, I'm going to say salvation to the elect. Shalom. And give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Peace, blessings, honors to all the brothers in this truth.